travel from Taipei to here. Welcome to New York. Welcome to the U.S. We're awfully happy to have you here. Just as we're awfully happy to have the visit of Dr. Tsai Ing-wen to New York and then laterally to Denver, Colorado. I was awfully happy to be able to have breakfast with Dr. Tsai today following a U.S. government delegation who visited her last night, a very distinguished delegation. We had many things to talk about, the situation in Hong Kong, as you can imagine. We also talked about the recent arms sales of the United States. It's been a very nice gesture to the people of Taiwan by approving, or at least putting forward to the Congress, the $2.2 billion arms sale. We're very interested in trying to push the idea of a free trade agreement, some sort of free trade agreement for Taiwan. After all, Taiwan is our 11th largest trading partner, so it's only right and appropriate that happen. And finally, we just talked about the general political situation in Taiwan and the fact that, as I said a month and a half or so ago in Taiwan, the most important thing in the world for us is that the people of Taiwan can choose their own future freely, making their own decision on who they want to lead the country without any outside interference. So I'll stop there and answer any questions you might have.
And speaking of Beijing said that they're going to retaliate U.S. for sanctions on U.S. companies.
Who said?
Beijing is going to sanction on U.S. companies for retaliation of the arms sales to Taiwan.
It's very possible. I noticed that Beijing initially made a relatively mild statement about the arms sales. Having dealt with these statements for years and years, I found it relatively mild. Second day, however, they were a little harsher. So let's see what they do. After all, the United States has sanctions on many Chinese companies right now and tariffs. So we'll have to see what happens as we go forward. I think it is of note, however, that after Osaka meeting in the G20, I've noticed that the exports from Taiwan have gone up 18% to the United States and have gone up to your south neighbors. So I think things can be pretty bright for Taiwan.
Sir, would you please share with your view about the meaning of the fact that our Taiwanese president got to visit New York? The meaning.
Well, I think I look at this as a total. Dr. Tsai Ing-wen has been able to visit the United States on several occasions during her presidency. And each time, I think the United States has gone out of its way to make it kind of special. New York, she's coming back to New York. She went to school here at one time. You remember her previous trip. She had a wonderful visit to Houston and to NASA. So I think, and now this time she'll be finishing up in Denver, Colorado. So I think the significance and what people in Taiwan should take away is that the United States is trying to show as much respect as possible to the people of Taiwan by the way they treat the president of Taiwan.
Do you think the treatment compared to the former president's visit this time is better? I mean, for
the treatment?
Tsai Ing-wen, yes.
Yes, I think it is. I think, look at it in total. It comes right after an arms sale. It comes after an increase in exports to the United States. It comes also with some congressional action. As you know, Senator Cory Gardner is going to spend a lot of quality time with the president. So I think if you look at the direction the U.S. has been going in during the Tsai Ing-wen presidency, you can see a lot more respect for the leadership of Taiwan and for the Taiwanese people.
And do you have confidence in her for running for the 2020 presidential election?
Here?
No, I mean the present time.
Well, look, I'm not going to interfere in internal politics. The people of Taiwan will make a decision on who they like and who can best lead them into a peaceful future. I pay a lot of attention to the Taiwanese newspapers, to what you all write and report. And I have noticed that recently, for the first time in 4 years, the number of people who identify themselves as uniquely Taiwanese has gone up. So beyond that, I won't make any political statements.
So are you